So we'll jump right into it. The following morning, it's still raining just a little bit, so on the outside of Dutch's office slash house, you can hear raindrops hitting the cement sidewalk. And at that point, we'll say that there's a rat-tat-tat on Dutch's door. Dutch, I imagine you probably just passed out once you got back to your house. Go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, so what time would it be? Because we were at the crime scene at like 2, finished up there, and then came back. So what time is it now?
I am going to assume that the rest of the party, seeing as how your office is probably the best base of operations you guys have, they probably came there. So what time did the party show up in the morning?
Oh, I'm bright and early. I didn't sleep all night.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably am there at like 6:30 or 6:10 in the morning, something like that.
All right.
I'll say I got a little sleep and I got there at like 37.
I'll let the pounding continue. I'm just kind of laying on this little fold-out cot. It's not like a hide-a-bed or anything, but it is this little piece of shit cot that folds up on itself, and I'm just kind of half on, half off, just laying there.
Are we all there at the same time? Like Alex and Thresh and me?
I'd say it probably sounded like you guys all arrived within minutes of each other.
Well, I'm gonna say that I kind of just hung out on the front stoop all night.
Okay, so as I come up, I imagine maybe Thresh is knocking, and Alex is kind of just sitting there, and I'm like, is he not answering? What's the holdup?
No, he's probably hungover and sleeping.
Alright.
You old bastards can't handle it anymore.
Listen, I just expect a little bit of punctuality out of people, okay? I understand that
I mean,
the
two young ones were here before you, buddy.
Yeah, just wait. Your day is coming, okay? The days of you just partying all night, they're coming to an end very soon. So
we'll see.
And actually, I want to interject real quick, because as August showed up, Alex, do you have a new modification that's visible that he would have noticed?
No, you can't notice it. It's hidden.
Okay, I just wanted to clear that up, so go ahead and continue with your ranting about you.
The Utes? The two Utes?
The Utes. So,
The two what?
are your thieves' tools, are they like one of your augments?
Yeah.
Okay, so August would say, do you want to use one of your doohickey bells and whistles and maybe get us in?
Yeah, so how I imagine it coming out of like my index finger, and it like just, that being the thieves' tool. But let me roll thieves' tools here.
Okay, and then we'll say also this, as you're Inspector Gadgeting your finger, we'll say Thrash shows up. And Thrash, do you have a new augment that would be visible to other people, or
No,
is it
I
more
do
subtle?
That's a 12.
Okay, 12. Dutch, at this point, I'm sure that you can certainly hear people at your front door. Do you get up to let them in, or just...
Yeah, so I finally hear the clanking around at the lock there, and kind of roll out of bed, and I imagine you can hear just bottles clanging around, and my pants are still on, but I got to throw on my shirt. I'll come over and open the door and see the three of you.
Yeah, as you're opening, I'm like crouched down, like.
Alex, I thought I gave you a key at one point.
No, I don't need a key. I don't know if you knew that.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bacon. And I've got a bag of food I brought for everybody and some coffee.
I just went to bed. You guys run home and go right to bed and up bright and early.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I did.
Yeah, I didn't sleep, so.
I mean, the foundation of a good day is a wonderful night's sleep. So, yes, I went home and I slept.
You're so old.
Well, I should have slept, but the booze hounds were a calling. So, but whatever. We're here. What do we got? What do you got in that bag?
If you were to sleep, why didn't you answer the door sooner?
Oh, I just fell asleep.
So you did sleep.
Briefly.
Okay.
Trash, briefly.
Okay. Just making sure we understand what's going on here.
Semantics.
You make sure you're not under the weather or something.
I'm here and you're here. Let's get this going. August, what do you got in the bag?
Let's see. Got some pastries. Yeah, mostly pastries.
Pastries. That'll work.
Ooh, that sounds good.
I'll throw the bag at him. Put out a cigarette and head inside.
As I'm getting the bag, I'll kind of clear off this little. I don't have a table. It's just like a little end table. Kind of clear it off and put the bag on there. Grab one out, and then I'll go sit at my desk in the little leather-backed rolling chair. There's enough chairs and seating for everybody, but
I feel like the more and more I come here, the more comfortable it gets.
It is not the best, but it does.
Very, very lived in.
Yeah, it's comfy, right?
Sure. I will move some beer cans or beer bottles or whatever off of my chair before I sit down and wipe it off.
So we got some work to do, right? This case of ours is pretty out there. Where do we start?
So we know that they were trying to evoke somebody named Evard. We know that we found a gentleman still alive, the only one alive, hiding underneath in the basement. We know that the neighbor, the little guy, saw a tail that looked like, as he said, a dinosaur tail. We know that there were big, giant grease marks of blood all over the goddamn place. And we know that this was not the first time they've played magical seance. Did I miss anything?
No, I think that covers it.
Yeah, we got that book.
And
that
yeah,
book.
as you bring it up, I'm gonna pull it out.
Is it still blinding to me? The book?
No, at this point it's faded. It just looks like a regular leather-bound book with and has letters in it.
It's
Quick,
full of rich mahogany.
Quick question for you guys. When we were leaving that house, did you guys get like a weird feeling come over you, or I mean, all of a sudden this piece of shit on my arm kind of transformed almost into something brand new.
I got one of the worst headaches of my life when I was leaving that place. I just figured it had something to do with that stupid book. That thing has so much magic, just coding it, right? When I looked at it and I tried to focus on the magic of it, it literally blinded me.
Huh. Alex, Thrash, any weird feelings out of you?
Nope, I'm totally normal.
No, I feel fine. I didn't get any weird feelings or anything. I got a message from somebody named the Benefactor, or that's all they refer to themselves as, but that's all.
The what?
Benefactor?
How did you get a message, and who knew where you were at 2 a.m?
Oh, I've got an implant in my head that it acts like a walkie-talkie, so they can send me messages. If you tune to the right frequency, it can come from any normal communications device or any other signal or augments.
Because that couldn't possibly be the government planting thoughts in your head, right?
I mean, I guess it could be.
I mean,
I
it could
won't
be
discredit
anybody
it.
it could be anybody on the other end of that thing.
It could be.
Did you put that in yourself?
No, I had it professionally installed.
Smart.
No, I don't do any of that myself. I am not handy.
No, I mean, it was very smart putting a communication device in your head that just anyone can hook into.
Well, I mean, how else am I going to communicate with people further away and not have everybody hear it around me?
I'm gonna actively, not that I'm just not playing, actively just ignore this conversation, because I would imagine that he, Gus knows that my entire being is augmented.
All I'm saying is there used to be these things called letters, right? You sat down, you wrote them. They were kind of personal. Put them in the mail. You got to check the mailbox every day. It was really exciting. Okay.
Well, I mean, it is exciting to get a letter, but I mean, walkie-talkies did get invented for a reason, and those were useful for a long time. This is just kind of the next evolution in my mind.
So, what did this benefactor? What did he say when you in your head or whatever?
In your head.
Give me just a moment. I'm getting a refresher on what she said. Because I forgot to note it down because I didn't want that to be in our group notes.
So while you're trying to remember the message, I'm going to pull out and light up another cigarette.
Well,
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah, tastes pretty good. Take a swig off my coffee. Take a drag off my cigarette.
adds to the ambiance. Yeah, so
Okay.
go ahead, Thrash.
So she just kind of welcomed our party to the investigation into the Kepler's murder. I'm apparently an agent of theirs, and she sent me an augment.
Okay. All right. That's enough talk about the doohickeys.
Well, one more. As much as I hate it, coming home last night, I was looking at it because it's all cleaned up and brand new and shiny, and I had this weird kind of power. It had a new function on it, and I saw some foreign writing on one of the billboards. I didn't know what it was, but for some reason I could read it. So I'm thinking if I take a look at that book, maybe I might be able to decipher a little bit of it.
So are you saying you can't read normally?
No, it was a foreign language. I can read normal.
Seemed to be more than a foreign language, too. Last I checked. I mean, the letters were all swirling around and
Yeah, but
almost seemed like they were alive. I couldn't read it.
Yeah, and at this point, I would imagine on the little end table, I've taken everything and just thrown it to the side and opened the book to, the first entry or whatever, however it would be viewed.
yeah, and I want to cast comprehend languages.
Okay, are you casting it or ritual casting it?
I don't know that I have rituals. That's can anybody just do it as a ritual, or does that?
Yeah, I would like to know how
It's
that
a ritual spell, but
I was going to say, if you want to take the time to cast it as a ritual spell, we'll just say that.
Yeah, I
You know,
would,
as
since
long
we're
as-
just sitting in the office.
Yeah, as long as you have the capabilities to cast spells, I'll say you
Okay,
can cast
all right.
them as a
So-
ritual if you take the time.
So just refresh me. A ritual cast means you don't use your spell slot,
It
but
takes
you just
10
have to
minutes.
take
Yeah.
the time it actually takes. So,
Right.
Got it. All right, cool.
And I think comprehend languages is 10 minutes. So
I'm Devin, first-time magic user, long-time melee fighter.
So you get out, you ramble around your apartment for a little while, knocking over beer cans, getting candles. Most of them are of varying lengths. Get some incense from God only knows where the hell that was. You're hoping it works. Get some chalk. Do the appropriate signs on the table. Set the book down. Light the candles. Do some hand signs. And 10 minutes later, you got a couple drops of sweat, and then you look over the book It's still gobbledygook. You touch your hand to it, and as you're kind of floating your hand above the words, like you put your hand over it, and like as you reveal a word, you can understand what it says.
Ooh. We got something there.
You're gonna read just a quick passage,
Yeah.
a couple lines.
It says send nudes.
Yes.
Dick pics or die.
And the as you come across, you read, "That is not dead, which can eternal lie, and with strange eons, even death may die." Go ahead and roll me 2d10s, please.
Oh, shit.
Him or everybody?
I live,
Just
I die, I live again.
Good.
Witness me.
That would be... Are the double zeros, is that...
100.
Well, I rolled a double zero and then a 6. So is that 60 or is that...
It's a D10.
2 D10s?
Yeah, you're rolling a 100. D100.
Right. So the
that
double
would
zeros and a 6.
60.
All right.
So there it is. So 60. Okay. I'm just going to say it because I imagine people are going to possibly listen to it later on anyway. You, after reading that passage, are going to suffer from a spell of indefinite madness. You can read the book, but it will last until you're cured. So you'll either have to go somewhere and have someone do I forget which degree it is, but you're going to have to, if you want to get rid of it. So your indefinite madness is, I am the smartest, wisest, strongest, fastest, and most beautiful person I know.
Smartest, wisest, just a badass.
Pretty much. And we'll say, like, you don't just turn around and, like, you're not just immediately this way. We'll work into it.
All right. Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah,
ease
so-
into it. You don't want to go into
Yeah.
it dry. That's the worst.
Exactly.
Well,
So,
So that's, one of the passages, if you want to read, like, flip a couple pages and read more, you can do that. But at least that's kind of the feel you're getting from the book. And in fact, we'll say that you, just for shits and giggles, after reading that, flip to the cover, and originally, and no one else can see the title of the book, but you can, and it is called The Necronomicon.
this will go really well.
Yes, and you can see written in almost what looks like, if you've ever carved into leather, it can be difficult, and it looks almost like a child did it. It's just almost slashes, and you see Abdul al-Hazred like carved into the book.
It's a Horcrux, y'all.
that's some weird shit right there. So apparently, just put my hand over it, I can now read it. And did I read out loud?
Well, we'll say that's through the comprehend languages. Once it wears off, which I forget how long it does.
I think it was
You
an
would need
hour.
It's 1 hour.
Yeah, but you won't suffer the madness.
Right.
But that said, you're also, at least I would say, unaware at this point that you're suffering from
Okay.
a spell of madness.
Okay. But
So it'll last for an hour. So,
so
but it takes a long time to read.
well, the title of this damn thing is a Necronomicon. And then there's some name kind of carved in on the front, Abdul Hazred.
Could I do a history check and see if either one of those, either the Necronomicon or Abdullah Hazred, if that rings any bells to me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to use my criminal background to see if it like rings any names in like the underbelly.
Yeah, go ahead. So would you want to do a history check as well?
Well, I rolled a 4, so it's real good, guys.
Yeah, it doesn't have much bearing to you.
I got a 12.
12? There's almost a spot in the back of your mind where, like, it's not your area of expertise. Something to want. It's teasing at your memory. You know, one of those. It's on the tip of your tongue, but you can't quite get it. But it's almost familiar, like, you know, in your 100 level course back at Wizard College, you took it, but you were also sleeping because you had just gotten drunk. So
I know that name. I know that book. Damn, wish I kept my old notes.
Well, it's a place to start. We can throw the name around and see what comes up.
Well, let's see if old Jeremy knows anything about it.
Yeah, he might be a good place to start. He's downtown, right? We had him go with the police, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we got him to talk to. We also had one of those maggots go to the lab. We can check in on that, see if they found anything. Should probably check in, with Rook again, Jeremy.
That's probably a good idea.
Well,
I mean,
sunshine's
beyond-
burning.
Beyond
Maybe,
that, it might be a good idea to maybe check out with like a book historian or something, maybe at the college, or check in with the library and see if we can't find maybe a little more information on this Abdul fella.
Yeah. You can also stop at John's Alley and get a drink.
Not a bad
Right.
idea. Good way to start the morning.
You'll just have to take it easy, Dutch. I think you've drank enough recently.
Hey, hair of the dog, my friend. It's good for you. Plus, I know some people there. We might have some information. If this Abdul is a shady character, who knows?
Daylight's a burning.
Where
All
to
right.
first?
Yeah,
Let's head to the station first.
It's old Jeremy.
okay, you guys go to station.
What's transportation like? Is it
There's obviously public transportation, mag rail types. I don't know if any of you would own a vehicle, but certainly still, individual cars are definitely still a thing. More for the rich than just Joe Schmo. We'll say, for the sake of this, no space or flying cars, unless you're super rich. But there's definitely plenty of public transportation. I don't know if any of your characters would own a vehicle.
no?
Yeah, I don't see Gus owning much anything.
Okay. So we'll say you guys all hit the public transportation.
Yeah. I don't have a car.
So you guys go out, hoof on down to the nearest mag rail entry, get on board. It's probably just a part of your taxes to run it, so it's free for use. All sorts of shady types on there's you've got your cubicle businessman over here, but over there street junkie. Everyone's moderately polite. You do get the standard if an elderly person wants to sit where you're sitting, give up your seat. If a state officer wants to sit where you're sitting, give up your seat. Standard things like that.
Like announcements, like bing
Yeah.
bong.
Exactly.
Please stand away from the doors when closing.
Yep.
Okay.
And they'll cycle through in a variety of languages: Common, Elven, Dwarven, Orcish, even Goblin. It cycles through quite before it circles back around to arriving at station 90, and you guys know that that's the precinct to get off on.
Am I feeling any of the effects yet?
Yeah, you can probably be feeling one of them at this point.
I don't know.
Again, not like you're not consciously aware that you're different.
Yeah.
You just, maybe as you stand there, you're standing taller. Just, you look better. Man, those beers, they're making your figure look better.
Feel pretty good. It's a good day, guys. I feel Feel pretty good.
You're looking more confident. I don't know what it is, but you're looking more confident.
I don't know either.
Did you guys take the book with you?
Yeah, I believe we would have
Okay.
grabbed every notes and you'd muted Devin.
Alex probably has it, but I imagine that if he didn't, none of us would keep it out of our sight.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. You guys go into the station. It's a pretty nondescript, just cement with a little bit of cobblestone. It's got precinct, I think it's 39 written on the front door. And if you didn't see that, you probably wouldn't know that this was it. You can imagine around back is where they process new detainees. Inside, it's almost got a scent of cleaner, where you just walk in and it almost smells of bleach from people just sanitizing it every night. There's a couple uniformed cops. They don't give you guys a second look up until you guys get to the metal detector. There's a couple guards. They pause you. Who's up first?
August, you wanna take this?
Yeah, sure. I'll walk through the metal detector, and as I do see one of whoever's the cop that's watching, and be like, "Howdy, boy."
Hey, I will say it's just a human. Hey, how's it going? And I assume it's less metal detector, more like, you go to the airports and they've got the full body scan.
Okay, I gotcha.
Because obviously, like, Alex would walk through and it would just short circuit. But, you walk through, it pings. Are you carrying any identifiable weapons now that you're a lizard?
Now that I'm a lizard?
Mm-hmm.
No, I've got a walking stick.
Okay.
Gus walks with a little bit of a limp. So I'm using my quarterstaff for flavor as a walking stick.
Okay. I mean, they probably take it and you walk through.
Yeah, but other than that, no, I don't have any.
No problems. Yeah, they let you go through. Who's up next?
I can go next.
Okay. Alex goes up and, like, he steps in and whoop, like, there's no actual sound, but there you see a red light and, like, doors close in on him as he lights up, because I imagine you're still packing at least your sword.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they see, like, wherever you have it stashed, because it's one of those full body scanners like you'd see at the airport.
True, like a la True Lies. Like
Sure,
you walk through and you just see the red gun.
Exactly. And yeah, so they start scrambling, guns out, and they're pointing them. Who are you and what's your business here?
Whoa. Name's Alex. We're assisting with the investigation last night, and we came to further investigate one of the guys we took into custody.
They'll turn to August. You came with him. You got any proof to support this? They've still got, like, guns out.
He's with me, guys. Come on now.
Yeah, I don't know you from Adam.
That's Alex, actually.
Though, sorry, they were talking to August.
And I know I'm just going to say that.
Okay.
Listen, if you want to verify who we are, just go talk to Captain Flowers. All right?
Okay, you stand against the wall. I imagine you two, pointing to Thrash and Dutch. You two against the wall as well. One of them goes to the phone, dials up, explains, we've got an Alex and an August and a couple other. Yeah, one of them's got a robot arm. Yeah, the other one, he's big. You sure? All right, we'll let him up. He hangs up. Go ahead and let him out. The thing opens. And sorry about the mix-up. No one told us to expect person with a sword. Go ahead and go on up. Flowers is expecting you now. You other two pass through. Of course, it lights up, but the doors don't slam shut. And you guys are able to go up to, we'll say it's on the 5th floors where Homicide and Flowers is. And as you guys get up there, you can see on a kind of vid screen board, basically everything, a little bit less than what you guys have come up with, namely Necronomicon, Avard, stuff like that. They've got a little chart worked up relating to stuff that they know about the Kessler murder.
So they have Necronomicon on there?
No, they don't. They
Okay.
don't. Sorry,
Alright,
that's the stuff that you guys have that they don't.
What would we maybe see on their board?
It's basically all the stuff that you had. You guys have more than they do. They have professors. They don't have that they were linguistics professors. They have ear-piercing streak, midnight, door broken, something big, ? Augmentations, ? Unknown, how many were dead? That's all they know. Oh, and Jeremy Rook. They just put, they don't know how he's related to anything besides being there. Because you guys took the stuff that referenced him.
All right.
And you can see Flowers like in an office down the way.
All right. I figure we'll walk towards Captain Flower's office.
Everyone give me a perception check real quick, would you?
14.
14?
Okay. 20.
20?
Ooh.
No, 6.
6.
27.
27. August
Damn.
has
What
eyes
level
on
are
you.
you?
That's the observant feat. I get a
Oh,
plus
wow.
9 to my perception. So.
That's the observant.
Nice.
August has eyes only for Flowers' office. Everyone else is kind of looking around. Alex notices, everybody just seems very worn out, probably because they had to come in early the next morning to log evidence, stuff like that. Thrash, you see ? Related to, but that's all you see before you're, carried off with the rest of the, or Thrash, that's what you see before you're carried off with the group. Dutch, you see related to other massacre murders in, I forget what district I called it, but in, I think it's the upper Tet district. Kind of referencing that this is not the first time that there's been a massive massacre like this.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to hang on to that information.
Okay, and then you guys arrive at Flower's office. She seems to be on the phone with someone, looks up to you guys, gives you the one moment finger, hangs the phone up, waves you guys in. What can I help you gentlemen with this morning? She takes a drink of her coffee.
Well, we were hoping we might talk to that Jeremy fellow we picked up at the house last night. Got a little bit more information we want to run by him. Bit of questioning.
It's good that you came today, because tomorrow we'd have to release him. Can only hold him 48. The officers down there say that maybe seeing all the death, he had a bit of a psychotic break. He's just talking madness now.
Jeremy's talking madness?
That's what they say. I haven't gotten down there to see him. I mean, it makes sense. Saw a bunch of his friends murdered right in front of his eyes, torn apart.
Well, we'll see what we can get out of him. Maybe make some sense of it.
Trying to jog his memory a little bit.
Yeah, I saw you guys looking at the board. Did you pick up on anything that we missed last night?
Nope. You got
Not
everything.
much.
I mean, you guys are pretty on top of it.
Well, we try to be. It is what we get paid for. But you guys get paid to be more on top of it than we do. That's why we hired you.
Yeah, I don't want to sound incompetent like we can't do our job, but we did see some up there that we didn't know about, and so this isn't the first one of these, is it? Murder like
Yeah.
this.
Give me a persuasion check.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a +5. Ooh, that's a 21.
21? You can see her face drop a little bit. Well, shit. No, this isn't the first one.
Well,
It's not the second one.
not the so the third,
Wait,
fourth.
I wish.
come on now.
Now
You need
this
to be
is-
you need to be upfront with us. You hired us, right? You want us to do the job, right?
information that we should know.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you a little piece of information if you fill us in, okay?
Tit for tat.
Sure, go ahead and give me what you got.
So that Jeremy fella you're holding, right?
Yes.
We know for a fact he was the summoner. He was the key piece to this ceremony happening.
The summoner, he summoned those things last night?
He was the
Certainly
summoner.
helped.
From the information we found, he was definitely one of the keys to making this all happen last night.
He was the key to calling whatever those things were?
We know he was a summoner. We know that's what he was there for. He wasn't just a party member out having fun. Even though that's probably what he told y'all last night. Because that's what he told us. I'll show her. Oh, actually, no. Because I think the letter said Evard in it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, hang on.
No.
So, we didn't see any chalk or any signs of incantations.
Did you see the altar?
Well, of course we saw the altar.
Okay.
Kind of hard to miss that.
All right. From apparently before he started going crazy, as you say, he was telling us that he got invited to this like it was a party, and then he thought they were just playing around with, like, pretending like light as a feather, stiff as a board, or saying, Bloody Mary into a mirror, just playing stupid slumber party games. I mean, they're fucking adults. I don't even know why they were doing this in the first place. But we
I don't
were
even
able
know,
to
man.
get out. We were able to get out of him that he is a summoner, and they asked him to come because he has experience summoning things.
Do you know what the things he referenced are?
The things he referenced.
The monsters he said he saw.
I mean, no more than you do.
I'll say now, August you can give me a new religion check since you're a wizard now. In fact, everyone can give me new religion checks.
You're a wizard, Harry. Oh,
Yep.
It's 14.
this is a nat 2.
That's what I
Religion
got
check
too.
18.
I got
18?
3.
So we'll say that Thrash, just back of his memory, remembers Belazau's, and he puts it with the smell of sulfur, and it finally clicks. Demons.
Who did that? Who was that on?
That was me. right?
We'll say Thrash did since he got
Okay.
that.
All right, cool.
Cool.
All good things.
So with the smell and everything, it was there were definitely demons around there. So definitely a kind of demon.
Or she thumbs at her nose, points at Thrash. Exactly. That's what the small things were.
So,
I've got a guess as to what the bigger thing was, but it doesn't make sense.
What's your guess?
Give me your persuasion check.
Come on.
Ooh, 16.
And I was about to
16.
say,
Well,
I
hold
can
up, hold up.
I would like to assist if I can, and say
19.
Okay, never mind.
Well, I mean, I can try for a nat 20 here. Nat 20, baby. So 23.
I haven't shared.
I feel
this
like you
with
guys should be a little bit more excited for my nat 20s. You're like, oh my god! It's like I give you advantage, and then you're just like, oh wow,
Well,
cool, congratulations! You only rolled 4 higher than normal.
Usually your nat 20s mean we're screwed in some way because you're the DM. So.
It's a very change.
That is
Sorry.
very true.
This is my first
So-
nat 20 with
Way
real
to
dice,
go!
guys. Let's have a fucking party.
Hey,
Hey.
great job.
Hey.
Good job.
Hey.
Okay?
3 cheers for Robert.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
Hip hooray.
Tell me what I've persuaded.
Make sure the door's shut. One of you.
I'll go
I
back
imagine-
and shut the door.
I've got a guess as to what the other thing was, but it doesn't make sense. And I'll admit I stopped attending church a long time ago, but it still doesn't make sense. Because what I remember is that if the small things were demons, that means the big thing was a devil. That doesn't make sense to me.
Because demons and devils don't really get along.
So, well, how prevalent is like devils and demons in today's world? Are they like they are in the real world, like kind of like mythology, and they're like you've
Yeah, I
heard of
would say
them,
that-
but you don't like nobody thinks they're real.
Yeah, I would say it's very much like today, especially if you're referencing specific like name demons, like, you know, you say Blazow and people are going to look at you and be like, what are you talking about? You know, like maybe if you were to say, you know, reference the big ones like Legion or
Azazel.
Azazel or a Baylor, like, you know, and then said that thing off Lord of the Rings, people will be like, oh, Baphomet. People might recognize those, but not really have anything to go with.
I saw it in a play once, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's you guys might know that they don't get along, but I mean, when you're talking basically, for some people, imaginary creatures, who cares?
Right.
I mean, a lot of the mythology about demons and devils is that they're mortal enemies. They're like oil and water. They don't mix.
Exactly, which is why it's disturbing that it's the 6th time that something like this has happened.
There's a lot of importance to that number, too.
Possibly.
So,
Or sorry,
we're
it
all
has happened 6 times before this mate being the 7th.
gotcha. Well,
Oh, no, I lied. This is the 6th time it's happened. Sorry.
The 6th time it's happened, and you're just calling us now?
I want you to think about what you just said. The 6th time that demons and devils have potentially teamed up to kill a bunch of scholars
And you're just calling us now.
in a rich district. Who in the hell is going to believe that statement? I'm not sure I believe it, and I'm the one who said it.
Well, you believe it enough to have called us in now, so why
Yeah,
now?
because
instead
it's
of
the
6 times
6th
before?
fucking time, and I don't want to have to elevate this to Morden Canaan.
Do we know who that name would be?
Oh yeah, you guys would definitely recognize that as the Archmage
Yeah.
who lives or is purported to live in the Mage's Tower.
so when she says more to Canaan, I'm just going to roll my eyes.
Yeah, I know Morton Canaan. We hung out once. I just have this urge to.
You did not smoke pot with Johnny
Johnny
Hopkins.
Hopkins.
Step Brothers Travis. Okay.
But just feeling like this little bit of arrogance, I would step in and go, yeah, I know who Mordekainen is. He's a wizard. So.
And if you know who Mordekainen is, you know how silly it would be to elevate something up to him or up to them.
Yeah, so silly. Well, this is all needed information. I'm glad we have it now. Makes our job a little bit easier.
Yeah, can we get the case notes from the last 5?
Give me a persuasion check, and my wife's calling. I'm gonna answer it real quick. I'll be right back.
13.
13? Okay. She'll give them to you.
Oh yeah, baby. She'll give them to me.
Just a bunch of dick pics.
Yeah, it's just like as I open the folder, just nasty dick pic. Next one, oh my god, it's a big black veiny one. Third one, the
It's
third
like
one.
It's like an Arrested Development when Michael finally gets the case file that the government has on him, and the aerial shots of Iraq are just Tobias's balls. Yes, these are balls.
Yeah, these are balls. But the third one.
Okay, sorry. We had a chicken escape at home.
No. Did you catch it?
I love you. I don't get this kind of interaction in sleep.
We had all the chickens break loose.
Dinner's getting away, Ma. It done RUNNOFT.
It run off.
Yeah. So yeah, she'll hand you. She'll like get up, go to a filing cabinet, thumb through a whole bunch of stuff, pull out a fairly decent sized manila folder, and hand it to you. No one else sees that besides the people in this room.
Okay.
Can do.
Can I take this with me to study, or do I have to leave it in this room?
I have a copy on my computer. You can take that.
Okay, I'm
Because
gonna.
it's easy. If other people find out about it, I know who to kill. And she's like deadpan when she says that.
You're quite the charmer.
You don't get to my station by being nice.
So did she hand these to us like in a box, or are they just like obviously just manila folders with papers?
It's like a
hanging out of
big
them?
manila folder that's got a buttload of papers in it.
I'm gonna just stick it into my bag with the Necronomicon. I mean,
Okay.
those two totally fit together, right?
Yep.
I'm just walking
Nothing bad
around.
will happen.
No big deal, guys. I'm just walking around with the Necronomicon in my bag. This totally feels good.
All right, well,
We-
Captain, we'll be in touch if we find anything else that you feel like you need to know.
Sounds good.
It'd be awfully nice if you do the same. Okay.
We'll try to keep in touch.
As we leave, I'm
No.
gonna turn around and salute, like really hard and dramatic.
You guys, you're all going down to see Rook?
Yeah, we'll stop in for a minute.
Okay.
Yes.
I would definitely do it sooner rather than later.
Are you gonna kill him too?
Who knows what the day will bring? They said he's gotten a lot more erratic since since we brought him in last night.
All right, we're heading down there.
Yeah, and I make sure to do the big salute. Just
She shakes her head, goes back to her desk, and starts working again. Excuse me. And we'll say that you guys then take the elevator down to the holding cells. One of the guards who has a bandage around his finger. Yes, what can I help you with? He's a little dwarf. Big old beard.
what happened to your finger?
Fucker bit me.
Who?
Ooh.
Rook.
What were you doing with your finger in his mouth?
Well, when he grabbed it when I was handing him his dinner, I didn't think it was going to go there.
Well, I mean, accidents happen, right?
How hard did he
see him?
bite you exactly?
Yeah, we would like to talk
Hard
to
enough
him.
that I gotta do goddamn paperwork. Fucking got the assault one. I got fluids because he saliva all over it. Goddamn fuck ton of paperwork to deal with.
But he didn't bite it off or anything. Just
Thank
Severe
God, no, he
damage.
tried.
Okay.
Can I see it?
No, it's actually this way. But he does flip you off first. And yeah, he's
Is
got
it?
it.
Can he
It's-
bandage it?
He will not do that. All right, it's this way. Or Rook's this way. And he's, the Rook's this way because the finger's all done up. And sure enough, you guys go to Rook's. He's in a small cell, and he's got a little bit of blood coming off his lip from where he bit the dwarf. Who's in the lead?
I would say probably Gus.
Sure.
Or
Yeah.
Dutch, one of the two.
Give me a quick marching order.
I'll be third.
I'll go first.
Be
Since
second.
I've,
I can
got,
be-
since I've got history in the police department, I'll go first.
I'll be second.
Third.
Yeah. Taking up the rear.
Okay, you
Just gonna
guys
get
all
enough
come
that
in.
pounding.
In the rear with the gear.
Oh my god, playing too much fucking. I want to say StarCraft. I'm like, oh my god, or Star Wars. I'm like, that's not right. All right,
So
we
you
focus,
come
guys?
across, and
That was in character. What I said was in character. You guys broke it, not me.
First. Sorry, go
August,
ahead,
you
DM.
come
I'm
across
sorry.
first. Yep. August, you come across first, and then Alex. And Alex, when you come into his line of sight, he just looks up at you. Why'd you bring that here?
Bring what here?
I know you have it. I can sense it. Things have gotten a lot weirder since last night. Did you guys see the comet last night? I saw the comet last night, and I bounced. But it was cloudy. I know that because it was raining when I got out.
Well, hey,
But I know how I saw the comment.
Hey, calm down, calm down.
Settle down, son. Listen, we really need you to give us some information. Everything you know. I know you're holding stuff back from us. Apparently, you knew what this thing was, and you didn't tell us anything last night.
You know what
So-
thing was the comet thing? I still don't know what the comet was, and I didn't even see it.
So I would like to cast Charm Person on him.
I was just getting ready.
Is that a save, or does it just happen?
Let's see. Attempt to charm a humanoid.
wisdom.
Uh,
I think it's a wisdom.
yeah, it's a wisdom save, and it does so with advantage if your companions are fighting it. So we're not.
Okay. So what's your spell save?
My spell save is 12.
12? Okay. You see him, the panic is still there, but, he relaxes a little bit. And he takes a deep breath. Okay, tell you what I know. I don't know anything about the comet. It just, he, pokes at the back of his head. It just, wormed its way into my brain last night. The comet went over. He's just kind of, wringing his hands. What else do you want to know? That's all I know about the comet. The comet went over.
I would like. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm gonna hold out the book. I want to know about this.
Yeah, I saw that last night. He kind of avoids looking at it.
What's it say?
Yeah, I saw that. What's it say?
Can you read the title of the?
Yeah, I can read the title. Why do you want me to read the title? Any of you can read the title.
I can't read the title.
I can't
Yeah,
read
you
the title. No, I
It's in
can't.
common.
It's not uncommon.
Okay.
No, it's not.
And I wanna,
Yes, it says it right there. Necronomicon.
Okay.
So you
Abdul
know-
Al-Hazred.
You know what we should do? We should get a tape player and we should record him reading this.
I was literally going to have him just. I was going to open it to the first page, and Travis is our scribe, so Travis, write this entire thing down.
So you
I
can,
don't know.
you
I think
can
it could be
this?
I think it could be reasonable that my implant could record briefly. I don't know onto what though.
So it's like one of those little memo sticks that people used to carry around in the 90s.
Yep.
They're so cool.
He's like, note to self, get toilet paper. Cool. So I'll say,
I'll say.
So it's good that you can read this.
No, it's not. It's not good. It's a bad thing. It's a really bad thing. It's going to happen either way, but it's still a bad thing.
What's going to happen?
Lots of bad stuff. I'm not going to talk about it.
Well,
You can read the book if you want. It's all in there.
so
We can't read the
Could have
book.
asked the Kesslers last night, but they're dead now.
if you're not going to talk about it, you're going to be in a lot more trouble than if you were to help us out.
A lot more trouble. There's not much more trouble you can get. If you read that book, you'll see. He goes back to like examining his
What?
nails, scratching at them.
Jeremy, why don't you tell me about Ivar?
How do you know that? Did you read the book? I thought you said you didn't read the book.
We didn't read the book. We saw
can't
a
read
note with your name on it.
A note? A note from who?
The Kellers.
Tell-
The Kessler? They?
What,
What were
what
they
about
talking
brother?
about?
What about brother Adric? Does that ring a bell?
I've never heard that name.
Can I do an inside check on that?
Go ahead.
He's just batshit crazy.
Insight. That's a 17.
He seems to be honest. He doesn't seem to recollect the name Adric.
Okay, so again, I asked you about Ivar. I know the name. Don't matter how I know it. What do you know about Ivar?
It's a spell. There's a spell.
The
I
spell.
can't cast it. I can't cast it, but I know that there's a spell.
Is that what summoned the devil?
No.
So then what is it?
Ivard?
How close is he standing to the bars?
He's maybe 7 feet back.
Come back, hey, come here.
Give me a persuasion check. At advantage since he's charmed.
19, 21.
21? Okay. He'll get up. He's got, now that you can see him as he kind of steps into the light, he's got dark bags under his eyes. Like, you guys saw him last night, and he looked freaked out, but he looked more or less normal. It doesn't look like he slept a wink since then. Somehow, like, he's got a 5 o'clock shadow, even though you guys clean shaven. And just, like, his clothes look like they're wearing him. It looks, he looks the same, but at the same time, you swear he's lost, like, 50 pounds and just timid. And he just, like, slowly edges his way towards you. What is it?
I'm going to point back to Thrash and be like, you see that guy?
Yeah, he's pretty big.
I'm going to let him in this cage with you if you don't tell us what this
He
means.
scoots back. No, you wouldn't.
As he scoots back, I'm going to grab him so he can't scoot back any further.
Oh, no. And he'll, like, just start grabbing at your hand.
And I'll move a little bit closer to the door.
That's a 19
away.
on the dice. I'm going to assume that a 16 hits.
Yeah.
Okay. You take 1 damage as he just, like, starts scratching at your arm, just trying to get as much as he can. Like, he grabs your thumb and tries to pull it back, tries to, like, get and gnaw on your thumb. And he's just doing everything he can. He'll try to hit your every which way he can to try to get loose.
I want to pull him in.
Obviously, like, he's like a puny professor, and you have metal arms.
Right.
Like, maybe he's putting, like, little scratches in it, but yeah, I mean,
Are we done with this guy? I look to everybody else.
No.
No, I don't think so.
Be like, this is your last warning before I let this guy loose on you.
Hey, call.
So I'm going.
He's still just no, let go. He's
Calm.
trying to, like, find
Hey.
any spot that he can.
Jeremy, hey, look
What?
at me.
What? No. What?
Okay, calm down. Do you smoke? You like cigarettes?
No, they're bad for your health, but I guess at this point it doesn't matter. So yeah, I'll go ahead and have one.
Okay, here. I'm gonna light a cigarette and hand it to him. No, just
Okay.
calm
He
down.
takes a deep breath, deep inhale, so that it lights up red, and then he'll throw it at Alex, trying to get it in anywhere that might affect him, because you're at least wearing clothes.
Yeah.
So that's an 11 total.
No, it doesn't hit.
Okay, you just kind of grab the cigarette out of the air and just throw
I'll
it on
take
the
it.
ground before it
I'll
can-
take it. I'll grab it out of his hand when he catches it.
And then he'll blow the smoke out at Alex.
All right.
I'm gonna slam him into the bars.
Okay, you just whop. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
That plus strength.
Yep. I'll let the attack roll still be dex, but damage will be strength.
It's 18,
Yep, that hits.
and I want
Go
it to
ahead and
do
roll damage.
non-lethal damage. What do you want?
D4 plus strength.
It's a 3.
3. Let me see how much health villagers have.
They have like 4.
2 hit
Yeah.
points.
I forget where it is.
Villagers are real bad. He probably has like 7 points of exhaustion too. Right, Spars? This guy fucking clawing at me. He's gonna.
Yeah, we'll say that he's, you slam him into the thing. Blood starts streaming down his face from his forehead. He's woozy, but still conscious. He's probably, if you had to put a number to it, he's probably sitting at 1 hit point.
And I'm going back. Are we ready to calm down?
I guess. As long as you don't
Sit,
do that again.
Sit your ass down.
Are you still holding him?
No, I'm gonna let him go.
Okay, you let him go. He just collapses into a heap on the floor.
You gonna answer our questions?
What was the question? A bard? He'll wipe some blood off his face and just smear it on his pants. A bard? He's from the far realms. That's all I know. In that, if you're high enough, if you're strong enough, you can summon part of him here to this plane. It's bad. It's bad when it happens. Lots of people die. Don't cast it. But you can. And it summons a part of him. Just a small part. Just a fragment. But that's all that he needs. And he
How
can
many?
get closer.
How many fragments to make him whole?
That's like asking how many fragments of the sky. He just is. And they're coming. I don't know when, but they are. And then he'll, like, with his own blood, draw, like, a circle on the floor and do, like, little tentacles. It's like that. I've never seen it, but I know what it is. The college doesn't have it. I'm not sure how I know it,
So,
but it is.
do you know anybody else that we can go talk to try and prevent this?
To prevent it? It can't be prevented. That's impossible. That's like asking how you prevent the sun from coming up in the morning.
Well, you shoot the sun down.
It
I mean,
just-
it's not that hard.
well-
There's a way.
Who can we talk to maybe join in on this?
Join in. The Kesslers? That's the only people I knew.
Well,
Good
they're
one.
dead. They're dead.
There was that
So,
Adric that you said knew my name. I guess him.
listen, you're going to be held with their murder.
He's
you're the only one
drawing
there.
more. He's drawing more. It looks like phrases out of the Necronomicon on the floor.
What's that
I
say?
mean, to most of you guys, it just looks like gobbledygook, but
Hey, what are you
Could
doing?
I? Shit, that would be my last spell for the day. You said it looks like writing out of the Necronomicon.
I mean, it looks reminiscent of.
Can
I'll
Dutch,
cast
can he?
comprehend
Yeah, I was
language.
going to say, can he see that?
Yeah, I mean, you
Kind
guys
of.
can all see it. Like,
Well, can
he's
he
just
read
like,
it? Is what I'm
doing it absent. Oh, no, he can't read it unless he casts the spell again.
No, I'm going to cast it as a
Okay.
spell.
Okay, you do a couple hand signs. We'll say, well, actually, no. We'll just say that your arm just rotates.
Yeah, I was going to say I have some kind of like little dial it in, kind of like Predator almost, like boop, boop.
Exactly,
And then
yeah. It
it
just
kind
kind
of-
of rotates. You look at it.
Emits this psionic kind of thing up to my brain and changes the way my eyes see things, I guess.
Yeah, and as you look at it, let me pull up what it is that you're reading. Nagai Nagag Ga Bug Sagith Ya Yag Sothith.
Does any of that mean anything?
You're pretty sure Yog-Sothoth is another thing like whatever of art is.
Yog-Sothoth. Who is Yog-Sothoth, Jeremy?
What are you talking about? And then he looks down at the writing. I don't know.
This
But
guy's nuts. What are we still doing here?
He's one of them.
Well,
And then he, again, just kind of looking at you guys, gets more blood and starts drawing more. And we'll say that one you can read is the classic. I need to look it up because I don't remember what it is.
this guy's a loon.
Yeah, why are we still here?
Hey, still getting something. We're squeezing the juice.
Squeezing
Getting the
juice.
Okay.
Stop squeezing the juice.
Whiz in the juice.
When has Encino Man ever had a...
Oh, it's so good. No.
Gas station burrito, piping hot on the outside, icy cold on the inside. You got your 4 major food groups.
Okay.
Sweet tarts.
So, Dutch, as you continue to read what he's writing, it says, in his house at Relay, dead Cthulhu waits dreaming. And we'll say, like, as you're reading more of this, madness is starting to become a little more obvious. Not to the rest of the party, but, like, more facets of it are coming out. Like, goddamn, just everybody else should have fucking known what this was written on the floor already. Why do you have to translate it all the time?
All right. Yeah. You know, I really wish you guys didn't have to rely on me for everything. But he's talking about Yog-Sothoth, dead Cthulhu. Come on, you guys do something.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I'm just kind of carrying the load here. And some help would be appreciated.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Dutch. Jesus. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry you feel that way, Dutch.
Yeah,
I thought we were holding our end too. We're all in this together.
Yeah, you need to just calm down there, buddy.
There's no incoming call.
Thanks, Echo.
It's the benefactor.
We done here. I think we got.
I've been saying that for 10 minutes. This guy's a loony bin. He's gonna get locked up because he ain't telling us shit. So he can just sit in here and rot for all I care.
I'm done.
All right. As we leave, I'll say to Jeremy, try and take care of yourself.
He doesn't respond as he's now up, taking little dabs of blood, and he'll like pick at, it's starting to maybe congeal a little bit. He'll pick at it so it starts flowing again, and he's just writing more characters up on his wall now.
As we pass Finger Bandage, I want to tell him, hey man, your bad guy is messing up his cell, so you may want to walk back there and stop it.
Did he take his pants off and start shitting everywhere? We've had those ones. They're the worst.
It's just as bad. Just as bad.
Is it a shitter? I hope
We
it's not
got a
shitter.
If he's throwing shit, I'm blaming this on you guys, and I hope Flowers takes it out of your pay, because I've had to deal with the shit ones before who just smear it everywhere, smear it on their bodies, so you have to wrestle them, and then you just wear poop for the rest of the day. It's not a good way to spend the rest of the day.
Well, maybe you should think about how you treat other people.
It's not shit, son.
Yeah, maybe you should fuck her. And then he just goes down, and once he sees that, Jeremy's writing in blood, he'll, God damn it, this is very different. He'll get on his radio and call for backup. Sure enough, 2 minutes later, people come down the elevator, go in, they open the door, rush him, tackle him. You can hear,
That
and then
is
just
our cue to
sounds
leave,
like-
gentlemen.
yeah, sounds of them restraining. My arm, it's not supposed to bend that way.
Oh man!
Before they like haul him out.
Are you fucking Kenneth from 30 Rock?
You guys!
And then you can see they've now got him in cuffs behind his back. Someone's getting a straight jacket.
Hey,
And they're quickly getting him into the straitjacket. As you guys enter the elevator, that's what you see.
Get out of here.
Well, sounds like we got some stuff we could maybe look up at the library, or we could stop off and grab some lunch.
Yeah.
It's what time is it right now?
We'll say it's, by the time you get anywhere, we can say it's around about lunchtime if that's what you guys want.
Nooner.
John's Alley.
I need some food.
Got some happy hour specials, I know.
So
Well, yeah, let's go where Dutch is recommended.
I think I got a contact there. We can maybe press him for some information on where we can find Adric.
are we hoofing it or are we taking the tram?
How
Yeah,
close?
how far
Is,
enough
how,
you
clo-
think
how,
that-
how close is John's to here?
We'll say it's far enough that you guys would. Long walk, short ride.
I'll always take the short ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and sleep for like 15 minutes.
Okay, you guys board the mag rail again. The same alerts go by. If an elderly person wants your seat, make sure to give it up. If a state police officer wants your seat, make sure to give it up. Stopping it, stop, blah, blah, blah. And it cycles again, or through again, before finally letting you guys out of Jones. And it's basically a little hole in the wall. It doesn't even have a sign above. It's just kind of known for anybody that goes there. It's basically.
That is my kind of place.
Well, you lead the way. You're El Capitan, right?
That is correct. Yeah, let's go in. I'll lead the party in.
I want you to catch the undertones of smartassery in there.
You guys go in. You're hit. It's been illegal for quite some time in establishments. Apparently, it hasn't stopped this place though, as it's almost difficult to see as you walk in through the cigarettes. The general, just like everything is dark. The bulbs barely turn on. In fact, as you walk in, one of them goes out. You see another one over a small table or a small booth. Turns on and then just as quickly goes back out. There's a few pool tables that, of course, big 300-400 pound guys are playing pool at. Got a cigarette in his mouth, biker jacket on. In the very back, you can see what appears to be, at least from here, it's maybe 50. A small man sitting at one of those raised tables, rolling dice. The bartender, as you guys walk in, Dutch, August. We'll say it's one. Dutch, August. Good to see you too. Good to have you back again.
Hey, John.
It's not my name. John.
That's it.
John works the evening shift.
Is
I'm Jane.
Sorry about that, Jane.
Do I see Urias here?
Yeah, he's the small man sitting in the very.
All right. Okay. Yeah. You guys want to go ahead and get lunch ordered and drinks going, and I'll go talk to my friend.
Yeah,
See
sure.
what we know.
Okay, so who's ordering at the bar?
I am.
Okay. How can I help you, big, tall, and strong?
I would just like a some kind of alcoholic drink, whatever you recommend, and just a simple sandwich.
Well, we got beer, and we got liquor, and we got fries.
Okay, I'll take 2 orders of fries, and I will take both 1 beer and 1 of your cheapest liquors. Just a shot.
Well, it's all the cheapest because we have one selection.
Then I'll take it.
She turns around, grabs a.
You're muted, my dude.
Yeah,
Sorry, I was typing.
she was totally ignoring you.
Well, it's perfect because I feel like she was ignoring me, so I'm gonna like tap her as she turns around and be like, "Excuse me, you only serve fries here?"
Don't touch the bartender. And she turns back around, grabs a dusty mug off the counter, grabs a dusty shot glass, spits, cleans them a little bit, fills up the beer.
You're
puts it on the
not a
table.
very sanitary shop here, are you?
People don't actually come here for the alcohol. And then she'll reach under. You hear it, a little bit of liquid, puts up shot, clear. If you were to smell it, it smells like rubbing alcohol. Might be rubbing alcohol.
Well, they say that alcohol is used to sterilize things, so down the hatchet, and I'll just take it and slam it.
Yeah, it is the worst. It's bad moonshine that was, probably made right where it's at, and they just keep adding to. They don't let it run out. They just looks like it's getting low. Better make some new stuff. And kind of like Dum-Dums, then it never stops.
So I'll just spit it out and cough.
Yeah,
that's gross. Oof, that's not good. Don't order that, guys.
And the beer is just as bad.
I'm not going to drink
it's
this other one.
supposed to be cold, but it's warm, and that certainly doesn't.
I'll take it. I kind of like my beer a little warm.
I'll just scoot it right on over to Gus.
From what I hear, it's very continental.
You enjoy, because I don't want any more of this.
Gus, you've been here before.
What's that?
You've been here before, Gus. You know it's the worst.
Idiot.
Tastes okay to me.
And then she yells back, two orders of fries. Someone slams, you see a little bit of it light up in the kitchen behind her. You can either just assume that he tossed frozen fries in the fryer, and then you, after a couple seconds, see or a couple minutes, big guy, mostly augments, and you can see lots of grease markings all over his front. Here's your fries. He's a big old 8-foot Goliath.
Oh,
He
well,
sets
thank
them down
you,
in front of you. They actually taste reasonably well, despite probably being frozen a couple minutes.
So I'll just start eating them. I'll notice that the first one is good, and I'll be like, "Ooh, these are really good." And I'll just start grabbing big handfuls and shoving them in my mouth because I'm pretty hungry at this point after that terrible drink.
It takes a lot of work to make fries bad, or a lot of non-work, I guess, to make fries taste bad.
Well, this guy did a lot of work, because they taste good.
Yeah. And then he goes back into the back.
I don't think he cared too much about your comment.
He'll get over it. He's a little sensitive before 6 p.m.
Now, Helmet, what can I get you?
I feel like maybe you and I got off on the wrong foot. I was just curious. You serve fries, but I mean that's really a side dish, but you don't serve a main dish.
Usually people don't stay long enough to have one. People come here to get drunk on cheap alcohol, which it probably cost Thrash
30 cents.
Yeah, 3 copper. And
I don't know how anybody get drunk off of that crap.
2 of the copper was for the fries.
Well, I mean, I don't want to tell you how to run your business, but it would go a long ways if you did, serve some main dish. A simple sandwich, like the guy asked, isn't terribly hard, doesn't take a lot, but that's beside the point. And so I'm going to take...
you go, buy all the stuff, and then you can run in the kitchen. How's that sound?
I think he's trying to say that's your job.
I have another job, actually. I'm going to take 10 gold credits. 10 gold credits and just kind of put them down and say, speaking of jobs, has any... How do I put this? Weirdos come in here now. I know, looking around, I'm going to say I know you have a lot already. Maybe the occult weirdos, angels and demons type weirdos.
Define angel or demon. What would I look for in their description?
I mean, well, the guy. Okay, so here the funny story here. The guy we were just talking to, he took his own blood and he was drawing things with it. And he was talking about a comet last night. I mean, any of that?
You can't see the sky down here.
No, I know. That's why
the light saturation's way too much.
Right? That's exactly what I said. The weirdest thing. I mean, you and I, we get along very well. I don't know. Maybe it's kismet, right?
Maybe. So what's your angel or demon? Give me a physical description.
I don't have one. What if somebody came in like a robe, fully bald, maybe like a pentagram on his forehead, something like that.
Black hair, black fingernail polish.
Yeah.
Seems smoking cigarettes, seems to revel in the bad things.
And I'm gonna point back to Thrash and be like, not like that guy. Like weirder, right?
What clothing does August wear?
Gus?
Yeah, because I mean, classic D&D wizards wear robes.
Gus does not. Gus kind of picked up on because of his history with the police department. His clothing is kind of a button-up shirt with suspenders and usually like a trench coat and a hat on.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that Alex wasn't describing.
No, I mean my trench coat is kind of flowy, but
she knows you, so
yeah.
You've been in plenty of times, I'm sure. So,
what about magic users? Besides, I'm gonna do like this weird wink thing with my face augment.
Well, are you still wearing your helmet?
I bet it's like my eyes are like
the Spider-Man type situation.
Yeah. But I would say more like,
I think you got a problem with your helmet.
Would I notice him blinking?
Maybe he probably is kind of looking a little strange.
Okay, but more specifically,
winking with both eyes.
Magic users, lightning bolt.
August, is this character someone I have to worry about? Because I noticed Dutch headed back to see Urias. Are we going to have a problem here?
We're just here for some drinks and some fries.
So, where is Gus even with us at the counter, or is he like behind me?
I imagine you all are like kind of in a line at the counter at this point, except for Dutch, who headed towards the back.
I was gonna say if Gus is behind me, I'm gonna like lean over in the way of like that you and I were talking.
Don't. We're just wondering if anybody weird was in here, weirder than normal. Like not weird for here, like doesn't belong here.
No, I don't think we've seen anyone strange lately.
Nobody with like scales or anything weird. Not skin-like.
No, it's been the usual suspects.
And I'm just
Is
gonna
this something I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for.
Maybe, and I'm just gonna push that 10 credits or 10 gold credits forward and just kind of walk backwards, like walk back to the table.
Put it behind the bar.
And I'll just say, is that a tip? You didn't order anything.
No, I'm good.
So you covered the tip then, right?
Yeah, tip's good, guys. Tip's good.
I'm gonna need this bill split 5 ways. Okay?
I was just trying to focus on the fact that he didn't order anything, trying to kind of put together why he was putting money down.
Maybe I don't eat a lot because I'm not terribly organic.
Okay.
So we'll say either everyone can join Dutch as he's headed towards the back, or we can just jump to Dutch. Doesn't matter to me.
Let's just jump to him.
Yeah, I think it would make more sense for Dutch to invite us over at some point. So
yeah, I feel like even though I hang out here, I think this is more Dutch's place.
Okay.
Maybe with him being more of the drinking aficionado than what Gus is.
Yeah.
So I know him from here, and like we've hung out here, but I don't really know John maybe too well.
Okay.
It's Dutch rudder time.
All right. Dutch, you head towards the back, and it's getting kind of dark back. You get to the back, you see Urias. He's actually not sitting on the chair, he's perched on it, which maybe at the entrance it looked more difficult, especially since it's not quite pitch black, but it's pretty dark. You can hear the clatter as he rolls his stuff. He doesn't bother to look up. Dutch! Good to see you.
Yeah.
What can I help you with? And I'll describe him a little more.
Yeah, give me.
So he's wearing decently nice clothes, far nicer than you should here. Almost looks like suit pants. Almost looks like he's got a suit jacket on, button-up collared shirt. Except he's not wearing shoes because he's got these freakishly long feet with even freakishly longer toenails coming off his toes. You can see his wings coming up off his back. Long ears and a little bit of beard coming down from his chin. And he's got almost a bigger skull than a humanoid would. And now that you're closer, you can see he's rolling a variety of what appear to be knuckle bones.
Is it a game or something that I would know of, or is he just little trinkets that he's showing off?
You've come and talked to him probably often enough, maybe once or twice, to know this is how he gets his information.
Friendship and flowers and ponies.
Well,
Lots of crazy things happening, Dutch.
Yeah, you know something I don't?
The bones talk to me. He'll roam.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on right now. So I take it you know why I'm back here. Come
Of course
to
I
see
do.
ya. I need some information.
I'm aware. You know you got to pay, though.
All right. What is it this time?
So you know that he only deals in two currencies: secrets and interesting bones.
Ooh, well, I'm all out of bones. But, may have a secret for you.
Hit me with it. He'll roll his bones again. Click, 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 click.
You know there was a murder last night?
It's a big city. Lots of
Well,
deaths.
Well, this was some well-to-do college professors. Lost their life.
College professors die. They're people.
Show me Netflix.
He'll roll the bones again.
Yeah, but you know, this wasn't your normal murder.
That depends on what your definition of normal is, as well as I do. Notice your arm looks nicer, though. Finally decide to take care of it.
Well, that's the thing. We investigate this murder and weird shit starts happening to my arm. People are being ripped to shreds, doors thrown off the hinges, piles of blood and guts and vomit everywhere. That ain't no homicide.
I think that's the definition of homicide, Dutch.
Well, it is if it's a human doing it to another human, but these were some crazy monsters summoned out of thin air. Took the lives of those Kesslers. Here, he dropped one. Pick up his knuckle bone and
He just grabs it back from you, just quick as lightning. Thank you, Dutch. He'll kind of fix his shirt a little bit. Now that's interesting to know. But I'm aware of that.
well, what if I told you that wasn't the only one? Been 5 others murders just like it. All across this city here.
He stops rolling his dice a little bit. I know things have happened, but are you saying they're related somehow?
That's what we're getting to. They look awful lot alike. A lot of talk going on down at Precinct 39.
It's interesting. He'll go back to rolling his dice, but not really worth much. That's just, I could get that by walking into the precinct.
Well, how about a location of a name of a person? You give me that?
We'll see.
I'll
Tell
tell
me
you.
with the name, and I'll see what it costs.
We're looking for a brother Adric.
Brother Adric. You got anything more to go with or go on than that?
Well, it seems like the Kesslers were writing letters back and forth to this brother Adric and talking about summoning these demons and monsters that I was telling you about that are responsible for 6 murders, all of which information you did not know prior to my conversation with. But he's just our next point of contact that we need to go talk to, so a location would be nice.
Okay. That'll be enough. Dutch, take a seat. We'll get you some of the good stuff. I'll be back in a little bit.
Before he goes, I want to... Yeah, don't make me go back to my partners over there looking like an asshole. I need something.
Well, it'll be a little bit. It can take a little bit of time to get across the city.
All right, well, I'm gonna go take a seat with them. We'll be here. Let me know what you can do for me, okay?
No, Dutch. You stay here. I need someone to watch me.
Oh, what? Do I know what he's doing?
Yeah, you've probably seen him at least once. He's going to.
He likes to watch.
He's going to go unconscious for a little bit.
All right, I got your back.
He sits for a second, and then you see his eyes just roll back into his head, and he just kind of falls back a little bit. And then you feel a rush of air, even though no air moved. And that's it.
I'll signal over the rest of the group if they're kind of wrapping up at the bar and bring them over.
Okay, guys, I think that's just calling us over.
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, Benny.
Yeah, Benny. Colossus of Cloud. So as you guys, are you all coming over?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. As I got. So this here's Urias. Don't touch him while he's like this. He's getting us our information, some information on Brother Adric. But I had to give him. I didn't have any fancy bones. He likes to trade in these bones. But I had to give up some secrets, but nothing too big. But so we should here in probably half hour or so. We should probably have some information about Brother Adric. But we want to take this time, maybe look through some of those files that Flowers gave us, or do we want to do that somewhere a little more?
I don't know that this is the best place to do that.
Well,
Yeah,
she said she would murder us if we did that, if anybody else found out.
It's also pretty dark in here. I don't know if we'll be able to see it so well.
Well, damn it. Use your damn augments.
I mean, we could, but we decided we're not going to do it anyway, right? So, nope. But good idea.
All right, well then, I guess we just got a waiting game here. Might as well
Yeah.
drink up and eat some
Yeah.
fries.
They got like a pinball machine or any kind of game starts, anything?
And they have pool. We'll say there's a dartboard in the back, but it's that instant, like right before the sun goes down over the hills, where you can see like general shapes, but I mean, you're basically throwing darts in the dark, if you would.
Well, I have dark vision, so I think I'll throw some darts.
Okay. Yeah, you can see it easy enough. It's shades of gray. I think that's what dark vision is. No color. So it's difficult to tell like how many points you're aiming at, but you're able to get a couple close to the center. I don't know, what's your dex score?
Oh,
Dex modifier.
my dex modifier. It's -1.
-1? Okay, I lie. You don't get it close to the center. You get it close to the dartboard a couple times. You know, they're mostly like below, and then there's a couple above. It's not pretty watching you play, but it's also really dark, so you're not sure how many people can see you miss.
Uh-huh.
It's just the difference of thunk into wood versus thunk into cork. But sure enough, after about 45 minutes, you all feel a rush of air past you, and then Urias perks back up. Now, Dutch, are these your friends?
I want to be like this far from his face from the side, kind of just looking at like what was going on.
Okay.
Yeah,
To you, it just looked like he just woke up. Also, did any of you react to like his wings or his odd shape?
No.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because we did skip that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have reacted. I kind of know.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are them. They're with me.
What were you
All
doing?
right.
Were you sleeping?
What'd you find out?
I take it you don't know a lot about my kind.
No.
Don't worry.
No. No, I don't. I'm interested.
Then yes, I was sleeping. So
Weird
Dutch,
place to sleep.
you owe me the next time you come to see me. I'm gonna want some extra special bones. Not any of the normals. No humans, halflings, gnomes, elves, dwarves, half-orcs.
All right.
You have to get me something because you're in my debt now. Because apparently there's a lot of Adric around, and I had to go to all of them. So you owe me a
I got
special
you.
kind of bone next time.
All right.
Little pinky toe bones. That's what I want next time.
I can do that.
So I found 5 Adrics. There's 2 in Upper South Tet, and that's the district you guys are currently in.
Tit?
Tet, T-E-T.
Tit.
It's a Freudian slip there.
Yep.
So you found
There
5
was-
total.
Yep.
2 in where?
Upper South Tet. There's 1 in the slums. And there's 2 in DOP place. D-O-P place. You guys can figure out how to spell place.
Got that one.
PLAS.
It's a long A.
Place.
Okay,
I can
why,
also
sorry.
give you guys
Class.
What do I know about the slums?
specific addresses.
He has specific address?
Yeah, he'll give you like specific addresses,
okay.
but we're not concerned
Yeah,
about that because I
okay.
didn't draw up that specific of a map.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what do I know about the slums in Dot Place?
The slums, having grown up there, basically the government, part of it is like built in a crater. If you recall back from, I think, your history check, it's blamed on the Elder War, but is just as likely, you know, maybe it was built on limestone eons ago and just, you know, water got underneath and it just sucked it down. Who really knows? But the government has basically stopped worrying about it. It's almost self-run by gangs and just whoever. There's basically no rent or rent's super cheap because who wants to live in the asshole of hell? Dot Place is a pretty decent district. Upper South Tet being, you know, fairly rich. Dot Place would be I'm trying to think. Dot Place would be your middle class folks would probably live there.
Okay. All right, Urias, I think that's enough to get us started. And I do owe you now.
I know, I've written it down.
I wrote it down too.
So I expect to see you.
Oh, we'll be back. Those fries are damn good over there.
Oh yeah, they were real good.
They're
The drinks, though,
satisfying.
stay away from the drinks.
Oh, I've got a special case back here. He'll tap a keg
yours.
behind him.
You're a smart fella.
Would do you ever think about maybe adding a main dish to the fries?
I'm not sure this is the guy to be asking that to right now.
I need to look something up real quick.
You need Alex, you got to come back when John's here. He's the man to talk to.
I need to
You're
see
real hung up on the food thing there, Alex. You got a problem with just fries?
Oh no problem. I'm just business decisions always, throw me for a loop when they're poor.
You're a bit of an entrepreneur then yourself.
Yep. I invested in myself, Thrash. If you couldn't tell.
I couldn't, but it always seemed like a good idea.
Yeah, it is. It is a pretty good idea. When you really take time and invest in yourself to better yourself. I mean, just look at the things you could do.
So that must be why you have all those augments, huh?
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe I need to get more.
Well, do you feel better Do you feel better about yourself after that pep talk? Does that make you feel better?
Sure. I don't know who you're talking to.
I'm talking to Alex.
That's okay.
Because I mean, to me, it sounds like a bunch of hogwash.
Makes
Okay.
sense to me.
I mean, when you're dead, I'll still be alive with all these augments, so... I mean, you tell me what's the better decision, dead or living. I mean, simple as that.
I mean, everybody's got to die at some point, son. Nothing was made to live forever. There's lots of stories of people that tried to live forever, and it never ends well.
So Urias will.
go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say Urias will twirl his beard, look at Alex. What's up with the helmet? Usually people take off hats and stuff when they enter a building, but you do that the whole time.
Well,
This guy's got a good eye. He's noticed that, and he's been here talking to Dustin asleep for 45 minutes.
I know, right? I mean, I'm on a job. I don't like people knowing who I really am.
Well, I think, Dutch, I'd call us square if this young one takes the helmet off. You don't owe me anything. In fact, I'll even say that next time, if it's an easy secret, it'll be on the house.
Alex, I gotta leave that up to you.
I mean, it would be pretty beneficial to Dutch if we need him again.
I mean, we may need some more info once we find this Adric.
Yeah, and I don't know if we're going to find these special bones in that short amount of time.
This sounds like it benefits you and not me, unfortunately.
I mean,
No,
it benefits
we'll
all of
say
us
that.
if we shared information.
Yeah, all of you. I'll let you come back and hit me with a secret if you want. But I want to know what's under that helmet.
So, as I take off the hood and I undo, the little nodule that keeps it together, and then just the faceplate comes off, and as you see it, it's still organic part of my body, but then I take the top part off, and you see two ears pop up, and my face is just completely covered in fur. And I'm a tabaxi.
Tabaxi. We don't see many of your kind around here.
Well, trying to fit in, right? Hence the mask that doesn't come off very often.
Tell you what, if you ever need a difference, chop off one of your fingers and I'll let that count for you.
What if I don't?
Don't have many tabaxi knuckles. Will.
What if I don't have fingers?
Then I guess you're out of it.
Keyboard, and I'm hearing a mouse.
Well, Urias, you've been helpful once again. I'll definitely be back with something for you.
That sounds like a plan. Bob, did you get that last message?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. But you saw mine too, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, it was good doing business with y'all.
It was a pleasure doing business with you too, sir. Thank you.
So, where are we headed? We want to go back to my place and maybe look through those files, or
Well,
we want to?
Where is
We wanna-
Dutch's place relative to the locations of the 5 adricts? Is it in
we'll-
Tet or slums, or where are we looking?
We'll say it's. You guys are here. Slums are. You have another district and then the slums. The 2 adricts that live in the districts you guys are in, they'd be a quick Magrail ride. As for Dot Place, it's, I think, the district right below you guys.
And where is Dutch's place relative to all that? Roughly.
I'd say he's probably towards the southerly side of Upper South Tet District.
Okay. So how about we go talk to go find one or two of these guys in Tet, since we're here. It sounds like it's pretty close to where you live, Dutch, and then we can go back to your place and check through those files.
And Tet was middle class?
It's the lower upper class, and then
Dop is that middle class.
yeah.
So here's my thought on all of this. And then, at this point, all my masks and stuff are back on. Poor people aren't going to do this. Because, they don't have time, they don't have money. It's gonna be some rich folks that are dabbling in the arcane arts. So it might be smart to start the higher end and work our way down.
Yeah.
Could I what about them files? I'd like to see the other 5 cases and see what kind of establishments that might have happened in.
I think it might be
'Cause
smart to do that.
I do feel like Alex might be onto something here, just based off the Kesslers and knowing how much it costs to do summon. That stuff ain't cheap.
I think that's a good point.
Yeah, but many mighty rich men have fallen and end up in the slums. So I don't want to rule it out. But I'm cool with starting at the top and working our way down. Question is, do we want to go see these files first, or do we want to go hit up one of these adricts?
I don't feel like talking to anyone until we get a better idea who we're better idea of who we might want to target. We don't want to be scaring people that don't be involved in this, and I don't know. It just makes sense for us to maybe do a little more reading.
Gus, you're a smart guy. That sounds like a good idea.
I'll hold up my dice too. Pew. Well, let's head back to my place. As private as any place, more private than any place out here. You guys good with that?
I'm good with it.
All right, so we'll say that you guys head back to Dutch's place. We'll go over briefly the file. Maybe you guys just start to look through it. So we'll just give it a general overview before the computer. So basically, they're all very similar. Small group of people. It's not always in the basement, but in some place they've set up some sort of ritual area, and they all have some sort of carved statue. Always a variation of tentacles and eyeball. And then something big. Again, it doesn't say devils or demons, but you can definitely read in between the lines where Flowers has kind of put her personal thoughts into it. Again, she never says it because that would be crazy to actually write down on paper. Oh, hey, devils and demons are killing people. But you can see where she's trying to hint at something otherworldly. And again, it's always a massacre.
And
That's about how they're all.
what kind of establishments were they?
They were all people, professor types, or some, like maybe they had gone and visited some different area. But they all...
Are they all houses?
Yeah, houses, kind of the same McMansion type.
Okay.
If you've ever been to like a suburban area where it's just like all the houses on it are some variation of a cookie cutter. That one has the entrance on this side, but this one side, they're all basically the same.
Gotcha. So, good call, Alex. It definitely looks like we were on the right track. We probably want to avoid the brother Adric that's anything less than upper middle class, I'd say. Maybe even higher than that.
Those are the only kind to have.
Okay.
All right, so starting at the top then, I guess, right?
Yeah, I think that's probably our best bet.
All right,
What
we'll
time?
probably call it there for tonight, just so that we can, have a clear spot on where you guys want to start next.
Yeah,
I
that's a
think
good
it's
spot.
Perfect.
I am
Stop
good.
there.
I'm good with that.
So Dop was middle class, or was Dop the upper class?
Top
like-
middle class.
Upper middle, I would say.
Could we maybe get that somewhere in the Discord? Because it's like dot and tip and tat and tip and,
Yeah,
and I'm like losing them all.
I left my notebook that has my really shitty map at home.
So you just made up names? Come on.
I have those written down. See,
Just a friendly
pasted what I had.
losing.
That's what I got, Travis.
so
T-minus 4 minutes until we lose Chris.
yep.
Oh, yeah, shit. So are we good?
Yeah,
I'm
we're
good.
yeah, we're good.
We gravy.
How are you guys enjoying the game again? I just want to check
Good.
in because it's been a long time
I
since
hate it.
It is no, it's good. I'm enjoying myself.
I think today went better because we weren't rushed to
Mhm.
Yeah, it felt nice to get some opportunity to kind of flesh out the characters and see how they work.
Yeah, I would say the metagaming we did between 1 and 2 was the best idea.
Yes.
It helped a lot, I feel.
Because it helped me refine the millennial Alex that I've become.
And the same thing with me, like getting the older kind of grumpy guy that complains about everything. It's kind of like, okay, well, this feels like what a character I can play with. So
I feel like my inspiration for this character is Teen Negasonic from Deadpool.
yeah,
Yeah, perfect. Like just that fuck you attitude. And just
teenage
smart ass.
Sonic Warhead.
That's it. Thank you. I was blanking on the name.
But
Nice.
So,
guys,
just for an outro, I'll remind everyone that on Wednesday, or is it Thursday this week? Did we ever confirm that?
He said he's going to try, so
Okay.
just so everybody in the
Thursday.
chat, everybody. Well, let's schedule for Thursday.
Okay.
So everybody in the chat, instead of the Wednesday podcast that we're going to do, we're going to move it to Thursday, where we will have a special guest, CSI Neverwinter, who does a podcast. It's not. I mean, it's not better than ours. It just don't.
they've just been around longer and have a more professional setup.
And they're just like better. Okay, no,
more contacts.
Kidding. No, he's a good guy. So be sure to come back Thursday for that at 9:30 Central.
We'll be discussing GM preparation. So we do a little quick half-hour podcast.
Preparation GM.
Preparation
Is it-
GMH. So actually, that's probably going to be the title of the episode once I get the title card up. But anyway, we'll be doing the podcast episode on Thursday. Tomb of Annihilation on Friday.
Yeah, no, we're not.
Friday?
We're gonna switch probably end of August.
Okay.
So yeah, Tomb of
So-
Annihilation Friday.
Shit's getting deep in there, and as always, you can catch up on all of our shit over on our YouTube channel, DadBodDnd &D, and wherever you purchase your podcasts or
Oh,
download
you
your
don't have to
podcasts.
purchase. It's free. It's
Yeah,
free.
free podcast, guys.
I was trying to go for like the where all fine podcasts can be like they always just like you can be found in these stores. Like I said, it didn't work.
I've
okay?
never
I'm sorry.
heard that. We
Bye, Chris. Oh,
Oh,
there he
wait,
is.
whoa, quick, look at that. Man, that was a quick transition.
So
Well done.
we're on a lot of the major podcast stuff now too. So you can check us out there. We are trying to get you where you're at so you don't have to come to us. Just go do shit and we'll be there.
Love it.
Yeah.
Hey, good chat tonight too, guys. Like,
Yeah, you guys are
fun to
awesome.
see some conversations going on.
Yeah. Good to
It's
see everybody in
nice
chat.
interacting.
Yeah, we love you all, and be
All
sure
right.
to tune back in.
I gotta work tomorrow. I'm
Okay.
out, guys. Peace out.
Thursday.
Good night.
Peace.
That I have to wake up tomorrow, so bye.
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 They have like 15 different styles of food. So I'll be like, we go for a burger. Oh, but they have sushi. Sushi sounds good. Oh shit, enchiladas. Man, I haven't had an enchilada in forever. And I spend 25 fucking minutes having like narrowing down to like 5 options. And I'm like,
I think that's our best intro ever.
I hope we're
I hope it
Definitely
was.
is.
Is it? Were you streaming?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I got the notification. So
Oh my
after
God.
that,
So, how does
Lovely
everybody
cheese-
feel about Cheesecake Factory?
I think we definitely after that earned some funding from them.
I'll be
Yeah,
sure to
that-
reach right
that-
out to him.
Well,
Yeah,
that
minimum
I'm
of
sure,
50
I'm
bucks.
sure they'll be very happy with that confident, plug
Right,
of their
right.
restaurant.
Your menu sucks. Give us money.
You have the most stressful place I've ever been to.